Hi guys, so I'm going to be doing a video about bronzers, I guess just like various bronzers and highlighters that I have kind of collected recently. Well, some not so recently. But the first one is, a lot of people I have seen on YouTube use this. Like, of the drugstore products, it's probably the one that I see the most. And this, well, this is what it looks like. It's the New York Color Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder. And this one is in Sunny, and I'm not really sure if it comes in any other colors. But basically, it's just a brown color. I find it to be a bit yellowish. I don't know if you can see like this stripe right here on my wrist, but that's it. I used this for a long time before I really figured out what bronzer was for. Like, well, not for, but like I used to kind of just put it all over my cheeks, and like I didn't really know about like contouring and where you're supposed to put it and what you're supposed to do with it. So yeah, I just kind of, sorry, stuff keeps falling. I just kind of put it all over my face, and then it looked kind of orange, and maybe it's just my skin tone, but I don't like this one so much. But like I said, maybe that's just me. It probably looks different on other skin tones. Then another bronzer that I got was this Milani Bronzer XL, and I got it in Bronze Glow. And then, as you can see here, I only bought it because it was on clearance for like $2.25, so I think this was the last time that they carried Milani in Target, and then they were getting rid of everything. I haven't seen Milani in Target recently, but as you can see, there's a dark side and a light side, and I'm pretty sure the camera isn't going to pick this up, but they're both shimmery, so I tend to just use the lighter side and use it as a highlight. It works very nicely for that, like, or if you want to kind of use it like the same way or the same area that you would use a blush, but not really, where it'll add like some color, some like tan glow to your cheeks without being all pinkish. So this one, the light color, well, actually, let me just kind of swatch both of them. And this is like me putting on a lot of it. Obviously, if you blend it out, it's going to look different. But you can see these two. This is the lighter side, and this is the darker side. And like, if I blend it out, you know, it blends out. So does this one. But this one just kind of, it's still darker even when you blend it out. And maybe on someone with a darker skin tone this would work well, but it's just a little bit too dark for me. Next, I kind of, I have this little thing. It's the Starry Multi-Face Powder, and I got this off Cherry Culture. It was like $4. But when I got it, like, it looked more of a bronzer on the site, but when I got it, it was just all like pink and mauve, and I don't really see what I'm supposed to use that for anywhere on my face except eyes. So I've used it as eyeshadow a few times, but not much else. And then the other day, as some of you may have seen in my haul, I got this Milani glitter stripes, and if I can get it open, there are five. There's like this dark brown, and then this like gold, and then kind of a peachy color, and then like a pearly cream, and then just a white. So what I like to do with these is I'll take like the gold color and the pinkish color and kind of mix them together and put a bit of that like as a blush, and it's kind of like a blush, bronzer, highlighter on your cheeks all in one. And then once again, this is, you know, kind of the color for a bronzer or whatever, but it's very, very shimmery. So I would say, you know, use this as like a blush or as a highlight for someone with darker skin. And let me just see if I can find a way to swatch these. Okay, so I'm not sure if swatching them is doing any good, but they are these three right here. Here's the brown, here's the gold, wait. Yeah, okay, here's the brown, here's the gold, and then here's the pink. But because they're meant to just kind of blend into your face, you can't see them very much. But yeah, that is this Milani Glimmer Stripes in Honey Glimmer. And once again, this was 75% off of, I believe, like $6.50 or something like that. It ended up being less than $2 at the clearance price. Then I have this Milani Sunset Duo Blush and Bronzer. And the one thing that I don't like about this is that the blush is so much smaller than the bronzer, because I actually really like this blush. As I said in my haul video, I think it's at least moderately comparable to the NARS Laguna bronzer and orgasm blush combination that everybody like always raves about. And this blush, let me see if I can wipe my fingers off and show you, because it's a really pretty blush. This is what it looks like on my finger. Obviously you're not going to put that much on your skin, but as you can see, it's just a very peachy with gold shimmer blush. It looks very natural on the skin. I mean, obviously it puts some color and like a glow there. Like, it won't just look like your normal skin, but it blends nicely into the skin. And then I like this bronzer because it is matte. You can see there, I mean, it might be a little tiny bit shimmery, but it's not like it's, you know, it's not like there's some definite glitter to it or anything. So that was the Milani Sunset Duo in Sunset City. And finally, I have this cool little product, and I'm not sure if they still sell them or if they were limited edition, but it's this Black Radiance Liquid Radiance Luminous Makeup. That's hard to say. I don't know if you can see that. This one is in Honey Shimmer. And basically, okay, this like cap thing just comes off like this. And then it's this little bottle. Actually, it's not that little considering how little of it that you have to use. And the one thing that I don't like is the applicator. Like, I feel like they could have, I don't know, they could have packaged this a lot better. It's this little paddle, and as you can see, the product is very liquidy. Yeah, so basically what I do is I like wipe off as much on the sides as I can get off, and then assuming this was, you know, your face, I just kind of dot on like one dot on each cheek, and like, you know, a tiny little bit works, and then you just kind of blend it in, blend, and then it gives you that like kind of, you know, highlight shimmer. I think this is one of those things like the, I don't remember exactly what they're called, but like the MAC Luster Drops, where it's like, you know, a little liquid highlight that you can put into your foundation and stuff. I think this would work the same as that, but I have not tried the MAC stuff, so I don't know exactly. And then the last thing that I got, I had talked about in my haul video, and it was this Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Illuminating Veil, and this is in Bronze Glow. And I bought this because it was already like $3, and then it was on clearance for more. I don't like this. If you find one this cheap, I would buy it because it's useful as an eyeshadow, but it's very messy, very shimmery, and doesn't really work as a bronzer. So now my video is almost at 10 minutes. I don't know, I could talk more about this, but basically as a like loose eyeshadow, it's fine, but I would not use it as a bronzer. That's just my thoughts on it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.